Shalom, Akim, Shalom, giving our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Charakwadash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutes to all 144,000 elect out there. Now you can see what's going on around the world. You got all the apps now, so if you really want to know what's going on around the world, Lord willing, I just tapped it in. Protests around the world. You get what's going on. You get the latest, you get the updates. Right, so let's check out some of these. I just tapped in protests around the world, and I've got a whole heap here. What's that one? Bulgaria's protest. You got farmers protest. Let's check out this one here. So this is in Brussels.
Dear friends, the
Brussels Square in Europe.
Outside of the European Parliament.
Yep, farmers are not happy here.
To get their protest registered against EU agricultural policy. Each year when the European Union or the European Parliament change.
Why? Roadblock. They just block off the whole road. What's this one about?
This is the last time we play nice, unfortunately. After this, it's been ramped up massively, and the government...
Farmers threatened to dump manure.
Tipping down, really getting hardcore, blocking roads, food shortages. They've got to start listening.
No one really quite understands how bad it is going to be when there is no farmers there. And it's just ridiculous. I mean, you need our farmers, we feed the nation. Don't understand we don't make any money at all. That's half the argument no one gets. It's just ridiculous.
We won't give up. We never do give up. Where do you get your food from? Every time you sit down to a meal 3 times a day, what do you need? You need a farmer of some sort.
We're in the deep end then, there'll be no one left to feed anyone, will there? I think it's going to be a lot of fair play soon. So someone's going to have to change if he doesn't, isn't it?
This is...
All right, that's interesting. All right, let's see something right here. All right, so that's seditions. Seditions taking place. Meaning conducts such a speech or organization that tends toward rebellion against the established order. Sedition often includes subverting, right? They're blocking, the farmers are not happy, blocking roads. But I want to get into that, which is it's just prophecy, man. Subversions of a constitution. There you have it. Discontent toward the insurrection against established authority. Let's find something out, right? Okay, so that's seditions. That was I did that one the other day. This one. Let's see. I want to ask a question here. Why are the farmers protesting in 2025? Because they're not pushing this in mainstream. So why are the farmers protesting? Thousands of farmers brought 140 trackers to London for the change, for change your tune Starmer protest, fronted by the Save the British Farming Group, demanding EU turn on the government's protests, 20% tax or architectural assets worth more than $1 million. Right, so what are the farmers protesting about? Response to proposed change to inherent tax on agricultural assets which media outlets dumped as a tracker tax. They're not happy about the taxes. Excessive taxes. So that's the point right there, right? So that's we just made that point about seditions, isn't it? That's why we got these seditions. Seditions meaning etymology. In the etymology, in the Latin, sten, such and such. In the French, from Latin. There you go, seditions from Alga, France, from Latin. So, we're going to see some meaning of the word. We've got an idea anyway. Seditions, rebellion, uprising, revolts, fractions. That's it. There you have it, man. Because they're concerted contempt to overthrow civil authority, violent strike. So that's why. I mean, you got a whole heap of things going on. You all got to do to find out what's going on. If you understand a bit about the tech now, you see what's going on around the world. So that's why they're protesting. Tax being dumped on them, excessive tax, right? So that's that. Well, let's see what's that. This is good. Some of them were earlier on in the year. Demonstrations, staff at Disney. It's over there in America, in Babylon. What's this one? Yeah, I remember hearing about this September. So we're approaching the year of scoffers, the year of agents, sellouts, and apostates, and approaching that year now, right? They're near there. Well, just getting back a bit in that year. The previous year, early this year, was the hopeful year of destruction upon the wicked and salvation upon the elect. But prophecies are coming to pass. That's a beautiful thing. So protest collapse. 3 million people protest to stop my immigration. Immigration protests. It's all happening, man. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off around the world today. It's all kicking off. All right, there's another. Let's check out the first one.
Demand for new leadership. In common with similar
Bulgarian
protests in
government
other countries,
resigns
it's
after
now the
mass
people, Gen Z,
protests.
who are at the forefront with the demand for change. United under the slogan aimed at those in power, you angered the wrong generation.
We truly hope
Yep.
our actions will lead to real change. What I can say with certainty is that we will not stop.
So they're making headways with protests all around the world. There you have it, Akim. And there's a lot too regarding weather. What you gotta do is just find out. Now you got all the apps now. You got the TikTok. They'll be updating you. You got the YouTube. I was watching. This is interesting. This one. Look at this. Check out this. We was talking about sinkholes the other day. Right. Houses are being demolished straight up and down. Right. So this is major protests taking place. Right. That's Second Ezra's chapters 9. Also visiting them. Visiting the earth. Right, so you can't say prophecies ain't coming to the pass. This is going to be the title of this video. Simply prophecy, along with seditions. So you can see.
Oh my god, the coming yes. Oh my god.
So we had September, December, right? Vastly approaching the new year now. What are they gonna do when the Most High visits you? That is the question. What you gonna do? So let's get into some of the Second Ezra 15. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arm and smite Egypt." Right. You're gonna smite Egypt, right? Which is now you got over there Babylon, which is modern day Egypt. Right, which is just another meaning for slave once again. Back to Egypt, modern day Babylon. Right, which we know Egypt was well known for having the Israelites as slaves. Same here, modern day Egypt, well known. Right, you got all the history backing that up. Right, with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishments. Because it's punishments, plagues, seditions taking place, people not happy, excessive tax, right? Boy, we know about that. We know about oppression very well. Yeah, plagues and punishments that God shall bring upon it. They shall till the ground, shall mourn for thy seeds, shall fell through the blasting hell. Right, that's the floods. Right, because the precept that come to my mind. Most I say, you're going to send evil angels among them, hell storms, all kind of. When those things come, they affect the livelihood. So that's the Most High sending those evil angels to affect the ground, right, the root of the ground. Last in hell, and with the fearful consolation, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and sword in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men. Right, we just don't look at the word. What it meant: rebellion, uprising, revolts, frictions. Right, all you got to do is check it out. Right, when you just check him out, well, you've got the storms here, right, which is the storm, the hell, the Most High sending the evil angels. When you check out a lot of these videos, what's this one here? Check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that reminds me of the 10 plagues in Exodus chapter 7. Right? One of the 10 plagues was hell too. You know, and that might also, I think about Noah. But that's a flash flood that we just saw. That's a flash flood. It don't take long for things to just go under. All right, take away the cars be just getting swept up.
Oh my God! The coming yes.
Yards be getting trashed.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and now they want to call on God. All right. You ain't got no respect for God. You don't call upon God when everything's going well. But now that's the first thing that comes to their mind when the Most High sends the evil angels to visit. So that was a flash flood we just looked at. So let's get back to 2nd Ezra 15. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Hear the woman crying out. That's the first. They either cry out. They either cry out God, or they, as the Christians, call him Jesus. So, but for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and sword in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. And a man shall desire to go in a city and shall not be able to. Right, that's going to be the ultimate before the grand finale. Right, first we're going to have to hear. We're hearing more about it, and it's actually, I done that video the other in the week, earlier on in the week, with the cashless shops in certain rural areas, like Amazon. They're going to introduce it to Amazon. A lot of these rural shops where it's just more convenient. So that's leading to the MOTB. But it's bringing most side bringing the heat. Let me just say it like that. Prophecy is coming to pass. And don't forget we had this earlier on this year. I remember this. British collapse. Million people protest to stop immigration. They're coming in force. Right, and the more you get into it, the more you see a lot of it is just people wanting to vent their frustrations, right, which is leading to the seditions. The Wadayo Bashimashai, Kala Yo Bashimashai. Prophecy, Most High visiting the earth. Enough said. Boy. Right, so this was early this year, right up until the end of this year. Protests taking place. There's a lot more going on as well that you're not hearing so much about. With the now, I don't know if it's still happening, but the doctors, the physicians, they also protesting. They need more. They're not too happy themselves with their pay. They want to rise. The doctors over here in Babylon, or the mother of Babylon. So protests be taking place anywhere, all around the world. There's not one place where it's not taking place. Let me just say that. And that's prophecy, man. Dwala Yahweh Shai, Kala Yahweh Shai. Until the next one.